When we think of science, we often picture grand theories, elegant equations, or brilliant insights. But in truth, much of science advances through something far less glamorous: trial and error. Failure, repetition, revision, these are not obstacles to discovery, they are the very path to it. Experimentation is the act of testing ideas against reality. Unlike pure logic, it allows for surprise. Unlike speculation, it grounds us in evidence. Philosophically, experimentation is a dialogue. We pose a question to nature, we design a test, and nature answers. Sometimes with clarity, sometimes with contradiction. Trial and error works because the world itself corrects us. Why is this method so powerful? First, the world is too complex to be solved by deduction alone. No human mind can predict every outcome. Second, every failure narrows this search space. The wrong path closed is still progress. Third, mistakes provide feedback, sharpening our models of reality. And fourth, repetition turns error into refinement, slowly converging towards truth. Trial and error is not clumsiness, it is a system of learning. Consider Thomas Edison. To perfect the light bulb, he tested thousands of materials for filament. When asked if he was frustrated by so many failures, he replied, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each so called failure wasn't a waste, it was a feedback. Trial and error, carefully applied, lit the world. Louis Pasteur once said, "Chance favors the prepared mind." His breakthroughs in vaccination often came from accidents, error in procedure that revealed new truths. But because his mind was prepared, he could turn mistakes into medicine. Here we see that trial and error isn't blind wandering, it's guided by curiosity, imagination, and readiness. Philosophically, failure is misunderstood. We are taught to avoid mistakes. Yet in science, mistakes are not the end, they are information in disguise. Failure reveals hidden assumptions, it forces reflection, it reshapes our questions. Trial and error works because reality itself pushes back against our errors, pointing us towards deeper truths. Think of trial and error as a loop: trial, error, reflection, adjustment, new trial. Each cycle shapes understanding. This is not only how scientists work, it's how children learn, how evolution designs life, and how artificial intelligence trains itself today. Iteration is the quiet rhythm of discovery. Trial and error is not limited to laboratories. Evolution itself is nature's grand experiment. Countless variations tested across time, with only the fittest surviving. Engineers build prototypes, fail, and then refine. Artists sketch, erase, and reimagine. Every human learns by stumbling before walking, by failing before mastering. Trial and error is the engine of growth across all domains of life. Of course, trial and error has its limits. It can be slow and costly. Without reflection, we risk repeating the same mistakes. An unguided trial and error can wander endlessly. That's why the most powerful discoveries arise when imagination and theory guide the experiments, focusing trial and error towards fruitful directions. Even today, our most advanced fields rely on this ancient method. Machine learning algorithms learn by trial and error, improving with each mistake. Drug discovery depends on testing countless compounds, most of which fail. Space programs build rockets that explode before they succeed. Startups prototype, fail, and pivot until they thrive. Failure, iteration, adaptation, these remain at the heartbeat of innovation. The philosophy of experimentation teaches us that trial and error is not an embarrassing detour, it is the very logic of discovery. Science without imagination is blind, but science without error is impossible. Richard Feynman once said that the experiment is the sole judge of scientific truth. Every failure, every misstep, every revision, these are the judge's verdicts guiding us towards truth. So the next time we fail, perhaps we should remember we are not moving away from discovery, we are moving through it. Trial and error works because It is the way reality itself teaches us. Hi, I'm the Invincible Developer. If you like this video, please do stick around for the next one. Thank you.